Okay, a little bit about my very minimal shack setup, and we're going to do an overhead view, and this is pretty much a video for basic install, and by no means perfect. So let's go from the feed line coming in and work our way back. Right above what I have is just a nice screen so I can get up my spotting software, which is DX Watch, and some propagation information for the sun. So it's kind of nice to have handy dandy above. Alright, so let's go back here. Right here's your feed line coming in. That is a low loss 450 foot that goes out to the balcony. The next piece of gear in the box, it's called an SGC-239 smart tuner. It is a lunar, and it's interesting, and they have a really good manual that goes over how tuners work. So got a lot out of that. What these displays mean is this left one means it's got a match. The next one, the 2-to-1 is off. That means it's getting better than a 2-to-1 match. It's got the phase on, I gotta look that up, and it's got the auto button. Now you can actually set it up to find, take the tune that it finds and then put it in memory. So it's kind of neat. Haven't figured that out yet. From there, to get power, we might as well go to the power supply. Over here is nothing more. It's a B-Tech, about 150 bucks. Not too bad. Seems to work well for what I need. And that powers that out the front to the SGC. From the SGC, I now have a cable coming from there into the HF rig, and that is a Kenwood TS-450S. And it does have the auto antenna tuner, but you need an SWR around 3 or better to get that to work. So I'm using my gutter downspout, and I also have a dipole, and both of them did need a tuner to work better. So there's my rig for HF, and above that is a quad band FM, and I have a different set of antenna. I have a dual band Comet GP3, which works really good, and on the balcony it's not too intrusive to any of my neighbors. And I've done the required RF calcs, and everything looks good, and I know what's going on. So behind that we just have a speaker. Kind of helps. I probably could use a bigger one, but for what I'm doing here, it works well. Over here, just some ancillary gear. I just have a 50-watt dummy load and the Nano VNA, which is really helpful to learn. And again, I just want to show you the in-between setup from building, say, a large field day station. We've got an operation videoed, but we didn't really have a simple setup. And if you want a more complex setup, then you would probably want to talk to the Elmers over at ArcNem. That is, 2 stations, a lot of gear, a lot more than I have here. So this is pretty much your minimal, and again, not a lot of space, and still utilizing computer systems that I already have. So there you go. Get a good idea of my shack, and I hope you all have 73s and a great day. Part of the underneath that I need to show you is in the back there. I have an RFI plug-in frequency, grounded, all that good stuff. To the left of that is our grounding bar made out of 24 gauge copper, and that connects the grounds in that I need, and that will then go into the building ground. I do not have a ground rod capability, but our ground here is very good. To the next to that, I'll just show you it's nothing more than a PVC tube, and that's where I put my feed line in when not in use, which I'm not connected. anytime unless I'm using to, you know, mitigate any lightning or lightning type issues. So that's what I do. I protected PVC front in my room and in the shack room, and out actually where things are connected, because everything's disconnected out there. It's sealed up, weather tight, and then we put these PVCs on there again just as extra mitigation. And there isn't a lightning arrestor out there. So lots of different things to help with safety and do the best we can. Nothing will stop an actual lightning strike. These are different filters that I'm kicking in. Notch filters, RIT, XIT, automatic gain control. There's some notch. And again, still learning a lot of the ins and outs. It seemed that on here, according to the spotter, I have no idea where that person was coming from, but it was kicking some data out. And so again, I'm just trying to get a feel for how to use the HF rig. And I definitely receive, have yet to get out because I only have a very small piece of the 10 meter band. So that'll be the next step, try to make contact on 10 meter and then get on with the general study so I can pick up the rest of the band privileges. And you know, if you want more, that's what you got to do. Anyway, have a great day. There's some more data coming through. Listen. Yep. And we're going to move to a different frequency. So this is going to be an FT8. Let's see. 21057. We're going to 57. Way in the background. I'm going through here is USB upper sideband, lower sideband, CW, FSK, AM, FM. Again, I don't have FT8, but I can tell by the meter over here that there is some kind of data coming in above my normal floor. You can hear it. It's very... But again, that's digital, so I'm trying to learn how to disseminate types of data and the sound of it.